Okay, welcome to part 2. Okay, if you haven't seen part 1, check that one out first before you go see the second part. So anyways, I will explain why this episode is very stupid and horrible. It's another one of those Squidward torture festivals. And SpongeBob and Patrick wanted to do some good deeds, but they did not do any good deeds at all whatsoever. They were just dicking around with the kelp grow that Squidward had to help his wilted plants grow and bloom. And Patrick ate the kelp, and that annoyed Squidward so much. And they took it away from him, and they dick around with it rather than to do some good deeds with it. Yeah. They were just dicking around. They weren't doing good deeds. Bullshit. I say that's bullshit that they were doing good deeds, because I didn't see them do actual good deeds. And they made the situation for Squidward even worse, because instead of shrinking, it actually made Squidward even more larger than ever. That freaked Squidward out because and he and then later on, after when he complained that he looked hideous, he inked, which that's not funny at all. It's just very disgusting. Ink jokes? I mean, really? That's not funny at all. I mean, that's just disgusting. I know it's a kid show. I know it. I mean, I know it's a cartoon. I know it's a cartoon, and it's for all ages, but still, not just a kid show, for all ages, I meant. Sorry about that. Um, then the whole people freaked out at first because Squidward thinks that. I mean, the bikini bottomites, or everybody in Bikini Bottom, I should say. Everybody in Bikini Bottom thinks that Squidward is a monster, and they chase after him and they become angry mobs. Why do all people from Bikini Bottom hate him? I don't know why, but that's just disgusting. Why do all people in Bikini Bottom have to treat him like he was the worst thing ever? I mean, I don't get it. I don't get what's so funny. I mean, that's that's disgusting and that's hurtful. But then the little boy says, maybe he's a nice monster like in my storybook. So Squidward does some things to help out people, but except for one thing. And this is where it gets even more dumber than usual. When a fish sneezes, one fish, Squidward did not say bless you. He's like, I'm sorry, what? All people freaked out and because he didn't say bless you. And they chased after him and they put a trap in Squidward's house so that he wouldn't go near it. Yeah, they become angry mobs once again and they go after him and they put a trap on his house. I mean, that's Squidward Torture Festival right there. I mean, my god. Have they lost their mind or something? I mean, I don't get it. I don't get why tormenting someone else is funny when it's actually not. It's really, it's really awful. It makes you want to feel so sorry for them. The ones that are being tortured. It makes you want to feel sorry. Now Squidward feels forlorn, and when he finds out that SpongeBob and Patrick was sleeping over in his belly button. Okay, that's really disgusting. That's nasty. Who comes up with this stupid shit like that? I mean, really. I know it's a cartoon and anything can happen, but still, I think that's very disgusting. Yeah, he kicks them out, and afterwards he becomes so forlorn that Squidward begins to cry. And SpongeBob's like, Patrick, that's terrible. Squidward didn't like the kindness we did to him. Bullshit! That was not kindness. That was annoyance. Because no matter how hard SpongeBob tries to annoy the living fuck out of him, he always goes too far by annoying him, I should say. He goes way too far, I should say. Especially with tormenting him. Yeah. That was not kindness, and that was not friendliness at all. It was neither of those things. That was torment, and that was annoyance. Because you saw what happened at the beginning when Patrick ate the kelp. That annoyed Squidward. And you remember in Funny Pants when SpongeBob kept laughing all day, when SpongeBob kept laughing all day, that was annoyance. And no matter how hard SpongeBob does, like either laughing or crying or do something stupid, oh my god, he goes way too far, and both of them act childish at times, and it's so annoying. And sometimes they act so SpongeBob and Patrick acts like real assholes and stupid. So yeah. And it's no wonder why Squidward can't have anything that he wants, like peace and quiet and all that stuff. It's always gotta be ruined and foiled by SpongeBob and Patrick every fucking time. Oh my fucking god. Why does this always happen to Squidward? I mean, I feel so... The more I think about SpongeBob and Patrick annoying the living fuck out of Squidward in seasons 5 to 9, the more it makes me feel so angry. Because they're tormenting him and they're annoying him. They're not helping out and they're not doing any good deeds at all. So, yeah. And the next day, when they gave him the greatest present, Squidward was delighted because it sounded divine when he played a giant clarinet. But he shrunk and he becomes unhappy about this. But SpongeBob and Patrick had a nervous smile and with their nervous chuckle. Of course they did something that will piss off Squidward a lot. And yes, he realized that the kelp garden had been cut down to make a kelp mache clarinet. That enraged Squidward, and he chases SpongeBob and Patrick away. He chases them to kill them. See what I mean? That was torment and annoyance. That was no friendliness or no kindness at all. And SpongeBob and Patrick was just dicking around. They weren't doing any good deeds at all. Even the plot did not make any sense, and I thought it was very ridiculous. Like, they could have tried a lot more or harder than this, but this is just a huge embarrassment. I mean, I don't know what the hell is this. SpongeBob and Patrick trying to do good deeds when it's actually not. It's another one of those Squidward torture festivals that you can't help but feel so sorry for Squidward, especially what he has to go through. So yeah, Giant Squidward had a very problematic plot. I mean, even the ending was just horrible. Like, it did more damage and harm to Squidward rather than good. Because of those two assholes cutting his kelp garden down. Like, oh my god. And why does everybody have to treat Squidward like he's the worst thing ever in this universe? In this episode, I mean, all he did was like, I'm sorry. He said, I'm sorry, what? Because he was just confused. Probably just confused. And then the fish just freaks out because he didn't say bless you after when he sneezed. I mean, come on. You guys act like something, if he did something bad. Like, oh my god. Can this episode get any stupider than this? Wow. Yeah, I thought the jokes were were very disgusting because of ink and belly button jokes. The ending was horrible because of the torment and annoyance. The plot was problematic. Everything I thought it was just problematic. So yeah, Giant Squidward is a terrible episode in my opinion. And I'm going to give it a 1 out of 7. Terrible, terrible, terrible Squidward Torture Festival episode. So anyways, that's all for today. Thank you for watching, folks. Make sure you comment, like this video, subscribe to me, turn on notifications, and don't forget to send me requests, and I'll try to do them as soon as I can. This is Jonathan's Media Shack here, signing off. I'll see you guys later, and peace out, y'all.